guys, it's Ravensleep45 and welcome back to Final Fantasy 14, and this has been something I've been putting hold for a very long while, recording more episodes or videos for Final Fantasy 14. And today is one of those few instances I'm trying to catch up with the story for 14, which was something I kind of regret not doing for the past couple of months. Since I think it's next week, they're putting patch 5.5 for Shadowbringers, so I need to catch up for the story at least, that I won't be lacking behind, for the better words, for other people that are also playing, like Lush in particular. So I am pretty sure I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming or maybe off-streaming recordings for 14 and hopefully get it all done before next week. I think I could pull it off if I burn a lot of it today, tomorrow, and the whole weekend. Well, today's Friday, so it's like today and then the whole weekend. Hopefully I could get right into next week. Maybe, question mark? That's kind of stretching it for my opinion, because I don't know, because last time I managed to do it quite well, but we'll see. Anyway, let us continue with the main story. Oh yeah, one more thing before I almost forget. I changed my race to a Aura, which was the race I was running for in Heavensward, and then I think it was the same thing in Stormblood until that's finished. And then when we went to Shadowbringers, I switched to a Vera because, well, Vera was introduced in Shadowbringers, and might as well switch for the better. But the thing is with Vera, they don't have hats, unless you're using mods where you can allow your character to wear hats. But, of course, I'm not in PC, so that option is not for me. Then again, I'm not really a big, I'm not really into using mods, but then again, people use that for, cosmetics means. But of course, Yoshi P has a guideline says if you're using mods, you get banned, but if you don't catch you, they'll eventually about you catch people that uses mods. But that thing is, it's like a risk situation, so if you use it, be on the lookout for people actually looking out for you when you're using mods. But I don't know, it's like mods is good it's like more like cosmetics. As long as you're not using it for advantages in the game, then you should be fine. But I don't know, it's just like a lot of things that came up because some douchebag posted a picture of new pics of his character using mods in Twitter for all things. I don't know why he did that. He's just probably getting more noticed by UGP, and because of that, this whole thing came to arise in 14. It's like, whatever. It's just one person's dickery made a lot of things harder for people using mods, which is another thing. Anywho, enough of my random rant for other things. Let's continue with the story. Ellie's quest, and if I've been hearing like a lot from Lush, where this is focused on Alice. It's like, yes, my favorite waifu among all the science, and a better person than Alpha. Just saying, just super saying. Oh, greetings, Artorias. Come to look into one of our friends? Rest assured, everyone's quite well. I've been keeping close eye on them, and have satisfied myself that they are all in fine health. That's good to know. As a matter of fact, they're just about to convene in the Dawn's retreat to discuss how to best use their pent-up energy. Let us join them, shall we? I don't know why I give Tataru a manly voice though. Granted, most of my voice is all the same, in my opinion.
Sate, 皆も元の体に慣れてきたところだろうか。そろそろ我々暁の今後の動きについて話そう。
そうだな。俺は帝国の現状を把握してこようと思う。皇帝崩御からこっちきな臭い話だらけだからな。
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
ええ。
I was looking at something off screen.
潜入調査は寛容でありましょう。しかし、死すら超越したあの男、ゼノスが暗躍しているとも聞いている。
しかれば私もお供させていただきましょう。足手まといにはなりません。それにガンブレードのソイルに魔力を込める役回りも必要なのでは。
Well, that is true. He needs him to imbue those ammunition for Tancred. But man, I'm gonna miss Sustola being a white mage.
二人の方針は決まりね。実は私もやりたいと思ってたことがあって。
Oh, Alice. Not Alice, Lise. Why did I say Alice? It's like, god damn me.
リーセじゃないか。
もう大丈夫なんだよね。また倒れちゃったりしないよね。
Oh, hopefully that won't happen again, but there's always no guarantee. Because there could be some side effects for us returning from where we came from.
この通り、ピンピンしてるわよ。
リセでは彼女がかの解放戦争を暁と共に戦
Oh
い
yeah,
抜いたという。
got tears with us now since he joined the Scions. Forgot about him.
あなたは
Oh yeah, Lise, you haven't been introduced.
あら、リセはお初だったかしら。確かにシャーレアン出身者といっても活動分野が違えば知り合う機会も少ないものね。
暁に参加させてもらうことになったグラハティアだ。あんたの活躍は記録の上でだがよく知ってる。あえて光栄だ。
あなたが話には聞いてるわ。アラミゴ解放軍のリセヘク。
Hopefully they're all positive stuffs.
彼は唯一無二の経験と知識を持っているんだ。かの世界で共に困難と戦った頼れる仲間だよ。
Aww.
そう、それ。報告書には目を通したんだけど、随分複雑な事情だね。時空を超えて第一世界に。途方もない話だけど、それならもう霊災が起こる心配もないの？
転生組のアシエンは今なお残っているでしょう。しかしオリジナルが消えたとなれば従前に活動できるとは思えない。
Yeah, we killed most of the Asians except for one person. Mm-hmm.
依然として警戒は必要ですが、当面の危機は避けられたと考えて良いでしょう。
よかった。それにしてもゾディアークとハイデリンが晩神だったなんて簡単には受け止められないね。これ以上の霊災が発生しなければ世界の統合は起こらない。ゾディアークが完全な力を得ることもない。でも最古にして最強と謳われる晩神が不完全な形であれ存在し続けていることには変わらないわ。
Mighty as the primals.
私たちは未来を継いでいく。だからこそそれが悪用されないよう見守るべきだと思うのよ。世界を救いたいという願いを込められたあの晩神をね。
ところで、リセはどうしてここに？
いけない。みんなと再会できたのが嬉しくって、本来の目的を忘れるところだったよ。今日は同盟軍の伝令として来たんだ。
And it's about the Empire.
帝国の件なんだけど、バリス帝の死後、そのいとこにあたるネルワって皇族が後継者に名乗りを上げたらしいんだ。だけど反発する勢力との間で内戦状態に突入。すでに帝とガレマルドは戦闘によって崩壊状態だっていう噂もあるほどなの。
Well, that kind of happens when the power struggle happens in the Empire.
それを踏まえて、これからアラミ語で会議が開かれるんだけど、暁にも参加を依頼したいんだ。
こっちもちょうど帝国に潜入しようと考えていたところだ。出発前に最新の情報を共有してもらえるなら助かる。
よし、それでは皆でアラミ語に向かうことにしよ
う。To Alamigo!
悪いんだけど、私は欠席させてもらっていいかしら。どうしてもやりたいことがあって。
Oh, Alice. Of course, well, then again, this whole quest says Alice's quest, so we'll be helping her with something.
ああ、さっきも
Oh, wait.
何か言いかけていたね。
Could it be she's gonna visit that, was it that Spriggan? No, the Cobalt. Was it the Cobalt? I think it was the Cobalt. No. I can't remember that one, creature that got enthralled by Titan, if I remember correctly. I think she's gonna visit him.
ええ、実はテンパード化を解く方法を探してみたんだ。
Oh, right, he was still tempered. I guess I thought he would be cured, but she's gonna find a way to cure him.
なるほど。ポークシーを使った積み食い化の治療。あれを応用するという話だ。
Oh, right. Since we cured the people with the senior thing, I forgot. There's so many things I've forgotten from past patches of this game. It's like, good lord. So, since we cured the kid, well, sort of, from the Steam Eater plague, you can possibly find a solution with that here for that one particular creature that she kind of wants to save.
テンパードの治療って夢みたいな話じゃない。会議の方は全員が参加する必要もないんだし、その研究絶対に進めてみるべきだよ。ありがとう。よければあなたも手伝ってくれない？お堅い会議の方が好きって言うなら別に。
Oh, Alice, if there's anything you want me to help you with, I'm gladly there for you. You know, you're best girl and everything. What meeting? Lead on. I like stuffy meetings. Like, what meeting? Lead on.
ありがとう。そうこなくてね。
Oh, I had to say.
だったら俺もぜひ同行させてくれ。
Honestly, I'm not really declining for to join us, but if you want to join us, be my guest. More than welcome.
そんなに意気込まなくても誰も反対なんてしないわよ。思う存分英雄と冒険してらっしゃい。
あ
そういうつもりじゃ。ただ第一世界での経験が役立つかもしれないと。では我々は会議に向かうとするよ。
Alright, let us head forth and join Alice in her grand adventures. When I set out to save Halleck, I think Gabu was always back of my mind. And having proven that light corrupted are not lost, I am convinced the same may be true for the tampered. Similar to those corrupted by the stingers, the aether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. As the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It is by no means unreasonable hypothesis, I would say, and it warrants full investigation. If there is a chance of fixing Gabu, we have to try. But however much I'd like to race over to Lemsa and get to work, there's no room for recklessness, not when a child's life is at stake. I am sure Break Lock will remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things can go wrong if you don't execute due caution. That is true, you really need to be cautious if you don't want to, kill them or anything in the process. And so, before attempting anything, we would learn all we possibly can about tampering. There is one problem. Research into the condition has long since grounded to a halt, and the combined work of many scholars, exactly amount is well to knowledge. Not the modern scholars perhaps, but one of their ancient counterparts. I know the Alligans took more than pressing interest in the subject. And if Seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Aetherological Research Facility, where they expand on primals and their worshippers. Yes? Good thinking! I never actually been there myself, but I did read reports on Alizla, which means we'll be needing an airship. An airship, you say? Meet me at the northern banks of Lake Civotier. I got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel. What's this? You have something for us, Tataru? I wonder what kind of person we'll be having as our pilot. Oh, hello, Tataru. Yeah, at least you got us of our airship. But who's the pilot that you have for us? And it's pink, of all things considered. I give you Bonaza, the Scion's very own airship. Wait, I thought Sid is like our personal airship, unless I guess they paid him for it, but now they decided, might as well get us our own airship then. I built her as a company project with help of the Friends of the Rising Stone, and name her for luck and prosperity. It's like, Tartu, this is amazing! We'll be able to fly just anywhere we want. If only that was the case for our own, those free company airships. This is only meant to gather materials. Square, I know you did it before, but can you make it so we can actually use those airships for everyone to please on any zone? Just saying. Please. Pretty please. Our garments were present enough, but to build an entire airship? I see the annal didn't exaggerate that many talents of the science fable, Coin Keeper. Also introduced myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite well as I hope. But it's alright, because we hired this capable fellow here instead. That is a huge relief. I didn't want to trust Tataru as, our personal pilot. Not that she's good at anything, I just don't want to be our first flight as a disaster. The Bosun is equipped with full complements of mana cutters. By the way, feel free to use them to get around Alzia. But enough talk. It's time to fly! Aboard! Okay, let's go. Well, at least we have our own personal science aircraft now. Well, here we are in Azila. Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way the airship flies his. Taru has outdone herself. Anyway, here we are in Azila. And Alphina's report did not do the scale of this place justice. Well, I guess. But this place is still humongous in comparison because, like, look at this thing. It's so big and it doesn't have a single teleport Aeorite, which makes sense. But then again, it's kind of like going back to 11 where teleport was, not a commodity as it was now. But seriously, I wish this place at least has like one teleport on each of the zones here to make traversing this place a little bit better for fate grinding. Just saying. The Wisdom of Alag. This appears to be the helix, which means we're staying on the Alpha quadrant. To the east lies the Beta quadrant, and yes, I believe I had my bearings. Though it is my first time at Azila, I do have some familiarity with the places thanks to the records in the Crystal Tower. Unless I am mistaken, that this path leads to the Atrium beyond, which there will be information terminal. I suggest we begin our search there. Alright. At least he has an Aeorite to teleport in here, but I wish he has more in every other island in particular. Okay, so we're here. I'm not the only one. It's also here. And here's the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for the referencing for tampering. Well, to tampering. Ah, there we are! So what did you find? Echoing Corruption. An overview that sounds promising. Indeed. Let's see what this report has to say. Confound it! This content appears to be deleted. What? No! Is this something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid, but it might be another copy to report exists elsewhere. The question is, where to look? It says here the report was written by someone named Owen. It is likely that he kept a copy. I would say it's a distant possibility. Assuming he was the researcher here, he will have a quarters on the hemisphere. We can ascertain the details at hemisphere control. Let us return to the Bronza and avail ourselves on the Manicutter. We will need them to reach our destination. Oh, I forgot, you already have a suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste your time accompanying us back to the airship, then we'll see you at the hemisphere. Yeah, the perks of having your own personal flying companion. And here we are. It took a while, but we're here. Oh, no, I need to talk to Rheatia. If the late Owen indeed have a chamber here, this no will be able to tell us its number. From what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of... Warning! Evocation code is presently in effect. Entry to the hemisphere is not permitted at this time. Say what? Foil again! In all likelihood, the order would have been imposing during the 4th Umbral calamity, and I doubt it will be lifted in the near future since we don't know where has said code. Bzzz! Energy level critical! Return to base for recharging. Well, surely there's been some other way to gain access. Force over force, for example. Ere we not resort to that. I have an idea. We'll send a surge of entry to the yonder control mechanism. It should prompt the system to restart releasing the locks. Well, we could try that, but is there any guarantee that it might work? Or just lock the whole system down temporarily or forever? But if we have no other choice, I guess we can try your way. As for suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall they are known to form points of statement aether throughout the continent. You seem to recall. Are you honestly telling me it was in the record too? Heh, I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning aspected aether was prone to pulling on the content, resulting in surge that interfered with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there is no such thing to as much elegant knowledge. Besides, my study helping to feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with two of you, it is more exhilarating than I can well express. Alright then, so... Now then, not sure if I may, I suggest we split up and search the beta core. Oh, but be aware of sprites. They won't to manifest where the aether is stagnant. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return with a shard wins. What do you say? I say I'll take you on that offer. Very well. It will be my honor to come third. Wait, you don't want to go first?